All right. Man, that quality's bad, but it is okay because I don't really care. No, listen. Where did I set my what you call it? I'll be right back, guys. All right. So I think that's yeah. Let's do a little something real quick. Let's see if I can edit. All right. Well, I guess you can't, but oh well, because this is also a backwards camera, so who really cares? All right. So, all right. Well, guys, it has been an extremely long time. Oh my goodness. I have been doing the worst geometry class that you have ever seen. But that is okay because here we are, and we got just about maybe like an hour before church, something like that, I guess you could say. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the room as dark as possible over here. So as you can see, there's a little bit of stuff coming in right here. So we are trying to close it up just a teeny tiny little bit. Let's see if I can get my clips here. Oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I did this last time. I'm trying to see if I can get it to work again. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. It is pretty dark. I will say it is pretty dark. But I mean, if I shut off this lamp right here, I mean that's pretty singing dark too, and I don't think my camera can actually focus really that well on that. So why not we just take this? Hey, there we go. There we go. That makes the room a little bit more lit up. All right. Um. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, we've been doing just like we've been doing just like the worst geometry class that you could ever do. So basically, and not going to mention a ton of stuff about it, but basically, it is a pretty much a whole year's worth of geometry, and we're doing it all in just about 5 weeks. So that stinks, but I mean, we gotta do it somehow. We gotta be able to pass. I mean, it's not terrible, but it also means I don't get to do stop motion. So like, I don't know. But anyway, I haven't done a stream video in a long time either, have I? So just gotta figure out everything to do. I don't have a whole lot of time. It's already 5:40. We're leaving for church in about an hour or so right now. So I don't know like exactly I don't know exactly what I should do with that. But I mean, let me see if I can also turn up my microphone a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. So as of right now, I have the laptop right now on top of the house. So because I'm going to be using my phone for stop motion, obviously. But yeah. So this camera is not really that great. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's not the best of the quality, but momentarily, and we will figure things out. So yeah. So the first scene that I'm actually doing is actually going to be over here. So we are in the dark a little bit. but the first scene I'm actually going to be doing takes place right here. So this scene is literally really, it's nothing like, it's nothing super special, but I mean, it's also very important. So let's just get you guys right here. Basically, right now where I'm at in our stop motion here of Pine Hollow, I am about, let me check real quick. Let's see how many frames I actually got here. How can you guys see that? Is that good? All right. What's up, Bobby? Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Bobby's also doing the geometry class as well, and it is some pretty tough stuff, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see how many frames. Okay, so as of right now, just the frames that I've done so far on Pine Hollow, we have 1,567 frames. No, I'm not gonna do that. Come on, this is a big 2 6 6 7. No, so, no. Our teacher said that today in the middle of the stuff. She said, "So then your answer is 2.67." And I immediately looked over at Bobby, and then he didn't see me, but I went for like literally 2 minutes straight, and she didn't even see it. But oh well, I mean, it's okay. So if you guys can actually see what is going on here, I know it's a little bit dark, but other than that, for the three of you that are watching, um, basically what is happening right now, you guys see me a little bit better. Color is like so bad. Like you would think I'm in a black and white room, but I'm not. Like we need some color. This is bad. Anyway, so what's happening here is this is actually a night scene. And so we actually have um right now the last frames that were before this was Benny was in his house and he went to plug in his lamp because as you know in his house he kind of has to arrange stuff around a little bit. So he goes to plug in his lamp and I'm getting that shot from the outside right here. So yeah, that's pretty much how everything is going. Um, Other than that, it's actually been going pretty good, I would say. Um, and there isn't really much to it that much. Hasn't been too bad with the geometry class. I mean, it has been pretty bad. What am I saying? Um, it's been pretty bad, but at the same time, that's not going to stop me from doing my stuff. She said I get to chapter 10, quiz A, and I did. So, and she said I don't have to take it right now. I'll take it later. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it, you know. But yeah. So anyway, we got our shot here, and let me see if I can get you guys to be able to see this a little bit better. That way, you guys can also see what's kind of going on here. I know it's a little bit hard for you guys. Sorry about that. I wonder if maybe there's a way I can transfer the stream. I don't know if I can. So I got this little camera right here. I was trying to get, it's so weird. I want to put it on this side so bad. I was trying to connect this camera to it, but for some reason, I think it's just because we've had it since like 2012. It turns on just fine. It just will not actually show up and register that I'm actually using a camera. So that kind of stinks. But anyway, okay, I think we're good right there if I don't mess up anything. All right, so anyway, I have this little potted plant right here. If you can see, this is the pot, this is the trees right here. And basically what this is I'm just simulating a tree. So if you guys would like to see what that looks like at night, if I were to put my camera down here and kind of just give a good little ratio here, make it a little bit darker. You would get something like this. Now I know it is super hard to see, but if you can see that right there, if you can, I know the contrast is kind of bad because we're in the dark, but that's kind of what it looks like right there. That's what it looks like right there. So that's pretty much what we're working with here. I am gonna shut off this backlight back here, and sorry that I wanted to make another stream, but at the same time, um, it's the nighttime scene, so that kind of stinks. But anyway, so I just need to literally do a couple shots here, and I'm actually going to move the laptop because it has to look like nighttime, you know. So obviously we cannot do that. So yeah, but with that being said, I'm just gonna like I might as well just like set it right there. I know it looks so bad. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Like that's what it's gonna take. Okay. Oh, and then also another thing I gotta do off this lamp because it is a dark scene. You know, it's literally the only part of the scene is literally just him going and he's turning on the lamp in his house. Now I haven't done it. I did make a video. I don't know if I'll use that. I think I want to do stop motion with it though, just because of how much better it will look. But yeah. So I gotta set up my ratio of my camera though. So let me go ahead and just do that real quick. Now, right now, I know it's bad quality, but you guys are technically seeing some of the behind the scene process of how I make my videos. So you guys are getting the real deal stuff right now. Yeah. So there's a thing with stop motion that if you have a phone like an iPhone, something like that, your camera is on like the top, and then there's you flip it over the orientation. Now the camera's on the bottom. You know. So there's a little bit different ways of how you got to do stuff like that. But I mean, it's not terrible. It's not it's actually not bad at all. There's just a certain way you gotta be able to know what you're doing. Once you get that and you know what you're doing, then you're probably just fine. But I mean, even this too, someone moved the table and it made my grass right here and made it a little bit bumpy. So I mean, it's not bad. Let's see if I can move you guys over here without messing up anything. Okay, yeah, so it's actually really nice. Okay. You know what? What might help is if I turn down the brightness. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the brightness was so bright, so it's actually the own screen's backlight that is coming off of that. So I need to actually put it like right there. There we go. That's probably actually more of the problem than I thought. So yeah. Now I don't usually wear my blue light glasses while doing stop motion because especially the nicer ones I have now, they make the color contrast just a little bit different than what it actually is, and that can be kind of a problem. So I don't normally want to wear them. Just gonna zoom in a little bit here. I wish I could do this if you guys could see it, but I don't know. I don't know if I would actually be able to do the stream on here and have my camera at the same time. I don't know if that works. I don't think you can. I think I would have to have like a connected device. Man. Yeah, I don't know. It would be so cool if you guys could see what I'm doing right now, but I mean, you kind of are. It's just it's not anything great because I'm not using my phone. I probably won't use my laptop for this stuff anymore. Only time it really works is if you're doing stuff in the daylight, but if not, it's not really that great. So, other than that, guys, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna zoom in just a tiny little bit more. I'm gonna adjust my exposure to the right one. All right. I think we'll do the sunrise. That's what I had before. So let me turn this up a little bit. All right, now is the magical part where I now take said lamp and I turn it down. Probably a little bit more depending on how much we need. Let's see. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Definitely want to make it more, probably a yellow. All right, let's see if I can tone it down a little bit. How's that? A little bit better. Yeah, so it definitely takes a lot when doing stuff like this. So like as for instance, right now, like you cannot see the tree at all. And now you can. You know, like it's just kind of like, well, now here's the thing I did too. I forgot, but I actually had a lamp over here. Now this is gonna be a cool little magic trick for you guys, okay? So what I'm gonna do, you guys see that a little bit better? Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this lamp that I have, which is normally my what you call it, like the screen light and all that, something like that, you know. And I'm actually going to take it and I'm going to put it back here. Now, what this is going to act as is our moonlight. I'm going to put it up on here. Actually, no, let's make it a little bit lower. I don't know how low it needs to go. How low can you go? Yeah, let's not do that. Where'd that chair go? Here we go. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put my lamp right here. That sucks. All right. Ugh. Sorry for all the mess. I have siblings. Okay. Let's see if I can get this just right. There we go. None. All right, so now what this is going to do is it is going to act as my moonlight. So, observe. As I shut off the light, this will actually produce a glowing moonlight. So, basically, when you're looking at it on camera with all the other lights off, it actually looks like there's actually moonlight. I forgot that I did this, so my apologies. Oh. So now I don't have to use a backlight because technically when you're looking outside, you have a moonlight. So what this looks like on camera is like this. Now, if you can you really see the house? Like not really, but it kind of gives like this glowing look to everything. So it is really, really neat when you actually know what you're doing. But that's a cool little tip that I kind of just came up with. Like I've seen other people do it, but I've never done it like that before. And I haven't really seen it done like that before either. Now, to you guys, it looks really, really good because I also have the brightness turned way down. But for me on camera, it actually looks like the end of the world. So what we're gonna do is I just have to look at my camera. I just have to adjust how much do I actually want shining on it. I think that's probably, nope, because now it shines on there. Okay, so then what we do is this. We point it down. So now we keep that focus set just enough right on our house here. And I'm going to change it to a more white light because that's more of what the moon is kind of like, you know. So it's a little bit more natural. And I'm going to take my exposure here. I'm going to also tone that down a bit some too. Actually, I'll keep it the same. I think what I did is had this backwards. I think that's what I did. Let's see if I had it toned up. How about that? Oh, I wonder if maybe I had it toned up. Maybe? No. Okay. So yeah, it is a very tricky process because you have to get every little thing just right. Yeah. Right? Bring this down a bit. Put that right there. How are we looking? I can't even see the bush. Oh no. It's too dark that the camera doesn't even know that we're actually on. Oh, that's so funny. It's so dark that my camera thought that I was done recording. All right. So let's not do that. And I think that should just be good enough and I can tone it down how much I want. So I can hardly even see the screen because the last shot that I did was a shot of an outlet. So yeah. Another pro tip that Stop Motion Studio actually gave me is you can use a keyboard. Now you can't really see this. You can use a keyboard for when you're doing your stop motion. So basically, how that would work is you just press the enter button. So, and really, you want to use like a wireless keyboard. I haven't really noticed it actually working well with connecting a laptop or something. I don't know if that exactly would work, but at the same time, if you can't do that, then you're lost. No, it's not. No, you would just have to make sure your camera's stable. But what I love about this is that I can actually turn this on and I can just click enter. And with Bluetooth on my phone, I can actually just click enter and it won't shake my camera. So it's another pro tip there. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just kind of gonna zoom in a bit. I think I'm maybe gonna do where a raccoon like runs across as soon as he turns on his light or something. So let me just go grab my raccoons and stuff real quick. Buenos dias. So while talking about my raccoons and the little guys that I have, it actually got me a good little idea, which I kind of like. So the idea is in one of the episodes of Benny's house, he actually is sleeping in his house, and you see from the kitchen view something runs by. And you're like, well, what is that? But then it shows like you see it run by in the kitchen and by the couch, and then running up the stairs, and then you hear like a big old fart, and it's because it's a skunk. Because one of the characters I got in this little bag is a skunk. If I'm 99% sure, yes, there it is. So shout out to those people who love making teeny tiny little 3D printed animals. That's actually where I got all these from. We went to Farmer in the Dale, the little breakfast place, all that, and I got these teeny tiny little 3D printed animals. They're super super cool, really cute. I got a. Let's see what I got here. I'll actually just post a picture on my channel so you guys can check that out. But if you guys can see it real good, here is the possum. I know it's kind of dark in here. Oh, let me just shut on the light. Ah, there you go. So I got a little tiny possum right here. Here is the possum. Has a super long little tail, and then you can even make it lay over and be like, you know, stuff like that. I got here's the skunk. I love how cool a skunk looks. I mean, that's just so cool. You can like stick up his tail and, oh, just like the worst, okay, stink. And then I got two little twin duckies here. So these are a little ducks. I hate how the camera's flipped. My hand is on the left, but on camera it looks like to the right. It's like a mirror. Well, no, it's like opposite mirror. I wish it was mirror. I got these cute little duckies right here. So those are really fun. Their wings can move around and all that. And then I got a little dog. He's just kind of like a little skinny dog. I was thinking about maybe using him for the show, but I don't know. Maybe you'll see him coming later. Here's our raccoon. The raccoon actually does look super ultra realistic with his little tail, the stripes. So that is really cool. I got a platypus, and they also had one that was like Perry the platypus, but I just wanted to try doing a little regular one. And there's this little like beaver tail in the back. Then I got this super little puffy cat who her body just like kind of moves like that. And then I got a teeny tiny cute little hedgehog. He is so cool. And also all these characters you can actually move their legs, little arms like up and down, and they actually stay fixed. So they're really really cool for doing stop motion. And then I got what reminded me of the little caterpillar from one of those little baby books, like the hungry little caterpillar. Me, me. You know? So I don't know, maybe he'll be like chomping in our trees over here. I don't know what to do with him, but I thought he was so cute, just like little puffy cheeks. I mean, he just looks like he literally just looks so cool. But it's like it's like so yeah, but anyway, I think what we're gonna do is the raccoon here. So I think we could either do the raccoon or we'll do the hedgehog. Now I'm trying to think which one I should do. So let's just see how the raccoon looks on camera. Want to kind of zoom in on him a little bit. It's so cool too. His head actually holds still, like it's a little like bobbly head. So I can make him look to the left, look to the right, and he's got like the cutest little eyes. Or I can do the hedgehog. Well, hedgehog also is like that too. Their feet are kind of sharp. I just noticed that they like to stick. So I don't know. Maybe I can do a little hungry caterpillar. Make them like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You know, I don't know. Maybe. I think what would do is probably the raccoon because it's just so like I don't know. It's just so like what you would see. You know. Yeah, I think we'll do the raccoon. Or you know what? I might just do the hedgehog. I don't know. I could probably do the hedgehog. He's pretty cool little fella to do, especially at night and all that, you know? I might do the little hedgehog. It does seem that he might want to kind of tip over a little bit. His feet definitely are sharp. So I don't know. I just noticed too, like what I at least have time for is probably the hedgehog. Because I gotta be to church in like 40 minutes and I'd love to eat a snack. So I think that's what we'll do. So we gotta make him kind of laying flat a little bit, like he was sleeping. And I'll definitely make some highlights for you guys of how everything went. So you guys are able to see that. So I'll make a highlight YouTube short so you guys get to see how everything went. Goodness, it is kind of grippy like that. All right, now it's time to shut off the light. So here we go. Lights. All right. Lights. Camera. Action. Basically, what's going on here is he's just turning on the light in his house. We just got our little hedgehog guy right there. Got it. Let's see. Should I turn on the light out here? I turn on his front porch light. I think we'll keep it off. Now the only issue is I'm not going to turn on any light that is going to shine on that bush. So let's make sure that this light is not going to shine on the bush. I don't want it to shine on the bush. Let's see. Let's get it the yellowish color. Right? And not on the bush. All right, not on the bush. I think I in fact had it last. It was just shining straight through the window. I think that's what I did. I don't know, but I think that's what I did, and I definitely think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because it looks just like so good, you know. So I think that's what we'll do. Right, maybe that will stay. Yeah, it looks like so good, guys, right now. Like you can't see that, but it actually looks so good. Now, obviously, yeah, it is shining through the door, but you can't see that on the camera. So it actually looks really, really good. Now, here's the trick behind this. I actually do have a whole entire electrical kit already wired up to this thing. So here's the deal. I got my little extension cord right here. It's actually a teeny tiny extension cord. If you guys have seen the last video, it's kind of small, but here it is. There's our lamp. It's an actual tiny, tiny little lamp. You can actually see it in the bottom corner of the thumbnail. So if you go and you look at the thumbnail on this live video that we're doing right now, you can actually see the teeny tiny little lamp. So I'm turning it off, on, off, on. Now I do notice it does turn on kind of slow sometimes. You know, like, oh wait, never mind. It's just the camera. I was lagging, bro. Off, on, off, on. Yeah. So it actually has its whole entire little transformer box that plugs into the outlet, which switches to the positive and negative, which goes into this little extension cord, which then I have a tiny little outlet that is they're actually called dollhouse outlets or hobby house outlets or 1/12 scale, you know. So then it plugs into there and the little dollhouse outlet plugs into the lamp. So I actually have a tiny little extension cord and a lamp and all that. It comes with about each one is like a foot long or two of cord, which is like crazy. Like, what's even the point of an extension cord if the wiring is like so much, you know? So I don't know. But other than that, I think it's pretty. So yeah, it's definitely looking good on camera here. I think I'll give it a little bit more of a dark because we just want a little bit of moonlight, not too much. I think too, what I should do is I'll put the chair up on here for us. That way, we have a little bit more moonlight rather than just a light, you know? This will actually look a little bit more like moonlight. So let's get this on here a little bit. Uh-oh. No. What just happened? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. What was that? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to give us a little bit more space right now. We need some. We need some bad. Okay, so the chair's not going to work, which is fine because it was way too big. We'll just do this. Nope, that's not going to work either. I literally just want a little bit of moonlight, guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Just a little bit of moonlight. That's all. Is that going to stay? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. There. That is a little bit better moonlight. No, it is not. Awesome. All right, there we go. It's a little. I got to get this thing to want to be fixed. It wasn't fixed in there. There's sometimes you got to like retighten these lights. I mean, it was also like $30, guys. I mean, come on. Oh, see ya. After touching it, fell down. Yeah. I mean, you can't get me wrong. They were $30. All right. You know, like don't hold it against me, but I needed something cheap and Santa Claus gift was great. So no matter if it's from Santa Claus or not, you know, who cares? So yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more light so you can see, and then I will just tone down mine. So I'm actually gonna take mine here and I'm gonna go down one. And let's see what that looks like with our lights on. Not bright enough, so it's all right. I'll just edit it on my own. think we're actually good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start. Gonna get our little mouse pad here, or a little keypad in here. All right, there is the first picture of today. Woohoo! Finally. All right, so we're just kind of gonna do like a little. Do you know what would make this so much better? Is if I like move the tree a little bit and make it look like that the tree is kind of moved. Okay, okay, dude, that is actually genius idea. How am I gonna do that? Okay, I think I got an idea. All right, so I kind of take this a little bit. I'm gonna stick my hand very carefully back here because we have all of our other stuff. I'm just gonna do a teeny tiny little bit of movement. I'm still taking the photos right now. It's just the teeny tiniest little bit of detail to make it look like the tree is kind of blowing in the wind is perfect. And then we're just gonna kind of tone it down a little bit because now it's like the tree was moving a tiny little bit, and then we're just gonna turn on this light right here. So there we go. There's the lamp. The lamp turns on. Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful on camera. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It actually looks really good on TV or on the screen. And then we're just gonna take our little guy right here. I'm just gonna make his feet kind of bend up a little bit, make it look a little bit like he's kind of startled from the bright light that just turned on. He's kind of like, whoa. I'm just kind of doing like some nice little movements. And then carefully tap the camera to focus in on the hedgehog. I mean, so careful, dude. I mean, like, it looks so beautiful right now. In fact, I should probably like hold the back and just turn his head how I want. A lot of people ask me some really good questions and all that too. Like, do you enjoy doing this stuff? I'm like, oh yeah. Like this stuff is I love doing this stuff. Like this stuff is really fun to do. It's really not like just like relaxing, not only relaxing, but it's like fun. Like I just enjoy. We're talking about dinner downstairs, so probably gonna have to go real soon. So I just made him kind of like sniff around a little bit, and then now he's kind of just running towards the front porch. But he kind of goes off camera though, because obviously you can't see him going towards the front porch. So, and then I'll also speed up to make it like he just took off. Those little tiny hedgehogs like that are little fast little critters. So you're just kind of like doing kind of like a forward and left, forward and right to kind of make them give a little bit of a motion that's kind of like a ziggy, 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 something like that. So I kind of like it. It's really nice. I know this is kind of the boring part, but I'd love to do if I can figure it out. I'll have to figure out. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but if I can figure out how to do a stream where you guys can also see what I'm doing, that would be great. You know? So I mean, I can always make a video of this and talk about it, and you guys just obviously it wouldn't be live. It would just be I made a video, you know? So I mean, like I don't know. There's ways I can still make it live so that I'm not taking up a ton of space and storage on my device from making a long video. I mean, there are ways to do it a little bit easier, but I still have to figure those ways out. So, just gonna get my little tweezers now here. Oh, all right, and that is that. There we go. Now we have done the hedgehog scene. So that is pretty much it for that one. And in a little bit, sometime I don't actually know when, but there's a part two where I'm gonna have to do outside the glass again and show the window and all that. So I am gonna have to do that. Oh, there's like a little spider web or what is that? Oh, oh, it was a hot glue thing. Anyway, because it's already 6:20, so I am gonna have to go. Probably stop here now. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I'm going to post a I'll post a YouTube short probably really soon, maybe later on tonight, hopefully, where you'll be able to watch kind of what I just did right now. I'll just kind of flip through it. Not gonna really edit anything. I don't know. Maybe okay. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of sound effects. Don't trust me on that one. I'm probably gonna go all out. But um, that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are new to the channel, the out of the three of you, probably not. But if you guys would like to subscribe, make sure to leave a like and hopefully I can do a little bit more of this stuff depending on our schedules for geometry. I know right now she has been kind of saying, our teacher, she's like you can do up to this video but then don't do the quiz that night, and I'm like, oh well, great. I would rather not. I mean, woohoo. I have so many more things I could be doing right now, but yeah, so I mean, I'm all out for not having to do a quiz tonight. So all right. So anyway, it is about 6:20, so I have to go eat some little bit of dinner and go to church. If you guys don't have a church and you're in our area, feel free to come to People's Baptist Church. We'd love to have you in right on Greenville Boulevard in North Carolina. So if you would love to go there, or if you have your own church, hope you guys are there tonight at your church. So I know some of my friends are going to be at our church tonight, and I'm so happy that they are, and that's great. So stay in church and follow God's will for your life, and yeah. So I really do join I really enjoy doing this stuff. So it's really fun. I like seeing it put all together, especially once you saw me. I got the window done, got the lights done, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty good. So I enjoy doing this. I can't wait for you guys and for my grandma to see this stuff. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, I've literally been telling her about it at every single family event. I'm like, oh, I did a little bit more stop motion on this stuff. Like, I showed my like great uncle in Michigan the video of the stuff. Like, that's how pumped I'm about this stop motion. So like, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to see right now at the very end, here's your little treat for the day. I'm going to turn on the light. So here's y'all's little, there you go. There's the front porch light. Yay. And in fact, I'll turn off this light too so you get a little bit more of a, there you go. Yeah, I really do like it. It looks really nice. I love how it all turned out. You get kind of like the, can you see me a little bit? Oh, the thing's in the way. Yeah. You get kind of like the moon vibes and the light. So yeah, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I can turn this off. Ooh, my nails. Ooh.